My name is Brooke Lotz, and I'm an immigration attorney with the Ventura County Public Defender's Office. As guaranteed by the Constitution, our office represents folks who are in criminal court and cannot afford an attorney. We represent individuals charged with offenses in our county regardless of immigration status. Lately in Ventura County, there has been a lot of federal immigration enforcement, and non-citizens may be wondering what their rights are if they are questioned, arrested, or detained by Immigration, Customs, and Enforcement, or ICE, agents. First, everyone in the U.S. has the right to remain silent. If an ICE agent is asking questions about someone's immigration status or where they were born, everyone has the right to say they do not want to answer those questions. Individuals should affirmatively say that they are exercising their right to remain silent. Second, individuals do not need to sign anything without first speaking to an attorney. Third, folks have the right to speak with an attorney, but one will not be appointed to them, even if they can't afford it. They will need to obtain legal counsel on their own. That is one way that the immigration court is different from criminal court. Finally, if ICE agents come to someone's home and demand to be let in, an individual can refuse them if the ICE agents do not have a warrant signed by a judge. This requirement applies to private spaces like homes, apartments, and certain workspaces. On the street, ICE agents must have probable cause to arrest and detain someone. Under a current court order, ICE agents cannot stop and detain individuals based only on their skin color, language spoken, employment, or location. If Ventura residents see ICE agents arresting someone, folks can record the encounter as long as they say so to the agents, but they cannot interfere or get involved in the arrest. If they do, they also risk being arrested and charged with federal crimes. If folks see ICE agents conducting arrests or raids, they can also call our local rapid response networks to alert the community and have trained volunteers confirm that it is, in fact, ICE conducting enforcement actions. Signing up for alerts, either from 805 Immigrant or the VC Defensa, can help let folks in the community know what is happening. Non-citizens are often targeted by ICE based on their criminal history or prior arrests. If a non-citizen has a criminal conviction in Ventura County, they may be eligible for post-conviction relief. The Ventura County Public Defender's Fresh Start team can help non-citizens to determine if they are eligible for our services. This includes expungements, vacatures, reducing felonies to misdemeanors, terminating probation, or obtaining a certificate of rehabilitation. These services may be able to assist non-citizens with respect to an immigration case. Non-citizens with criminal cases in Ventura County can go to the Ventura County Public Defender's website, click on the Immigration button, and then submit their request for an evaluation for eligibility there.
You know, it's been a very challenging couple months here in Ventura County, specifically as it relates to immigration enforcement by our federal agencies. As you know, they kind of run their own program. We don't coordinate, collaborate with immigration authorities on anything as it relates to immigration. We 100% follow Senate Bill 54, which makes it very clear that all local law enforcement agencies are not to participate in immigration enforcement. Any of those raids are done strictly by federal agents. We will, however, if people are in my custody and they're held to answer or convicted of serious or violent crimes, then I will let ICE know if they've asked what the release dates are. And once we've gone through a process of we verify that we believe they meet the criteria, we partner with the Public Defender's Office, who also looks at it to make sure they meet the criteria. And then should ICE choose to get them, they have to come get them where they're being released. We will not hold them beyond the release time. So if ICE is not there, then they get let out. That's the way the law is written. We're not going to interfere with their authority. Otherwise, we will be in jeopardy of violating federal law. I know I've been asked numerous times to advise the community when ICE notifies us they're coming. And once again, we will not do that because that's tantamount to obstruction of justice, and we won't do that either. They simply notify us so that if we get a call from a community member who says somebody's being kidnapped, i.e. arrested, that we can verify that those folks are federal agents because they notified us. If we get a call of a kidnapping or an arrest and we have not been notified, we will respond to verify that they are federal agents. We do not want to have a problem with cartels or anyone else using this opportunity to kidnap folks in our area. So we will 100% verify that they are federal agents. We will not stop them once we've identified that they're federal agents from doing their job. If the community would like to change how immigration is being handled, that is through your federal legislators to talk about immigration reform. That would be Julia Brownley, Salud Carbajal, and then Senators Schiff and Padilla is who represents California and Ventura County. That's who you need to talk to change the laws. The other thing I'd like to say is that for our community members who are being told to be afraid of your local law enforcement, you need not be afraid of us. We are not going to ask you your status. We do not care. When you call 911, all you need is help, and we are the help that is going to show up. That is why immigration enforcement is strictly that responsibility of the federal government. We have spent decades, if not centuries, making sure that our community feels safe and that we are here as a partner with them, keeping them safe here in our community. And yet there are many groups out there who are trying to sow discord between their local law enforcement officers and agencies and the community we are sworn to protect. And it's unfair and unfortunate that these groups, because they are causing far more harm than good, and I think it's intentional that they are causing this harm. We are not here to do immigration enforcement. If somebody calls 911, we're going to show up and we're going to help them. And we're not going to call ICE because we're not going to ask if somebody's here illegally. That is 100% a federal responsibility, and that's where it should lay.
My name is Kelly Brown, and I'm the Community Information Officer for 211 Ventura County, which is a program of Interface Children and Family Services. Here at 211, we connect community members with information and resources related to shelter, healthcare, food, utilities, mental health, legal and transportation services, and more. Our services are available to anyone in the community. Our information navigators are available 24/7 to deliver health and social service support to individuals in over 150 languages through phone interpretation services. We also provide services during disasters and community distress events by gathering information on what kinds of needs are emerging to inform the community-based organizations that are ready to support. As part of our effort to support communities and families affected by the increased immigration enforcement efforts in the county, 211 Now has launched a community needs assessment. This assessment helps us understand the community impact so that our local community-based organizations can provide resources when and where they are needed as they become known. As resources become available, we urge our impacted community members to reach out. You can do so by searching our 211now.com site, texting your zip code to 898211, or by calling 211 from any phone to connect to one of our 211 information navigators.
Hello, I'm Vanessa Frank. I'm an immigration attorney serving the Central Coast region for over 20 years, Ventura, Santa Barbara, and San Luis Obispo counties. I'm here this evening to speak about how families can prepare for immigration concerns or any emergency, really. It's the same advice. First of all, it is to have all of your medical, legal records in one place in a secure location, and maybe make a copy of those important immigration records and give them to a person or two who have your trust and confidence so that those people also can access those documents at a moment's notice. You also want to make sure that the people in your life that depend on you, your children, or if you have adult dependents, that those people know and trust your trusted person, so that if that person needs to intervene, they already know that person and feel confident that they will get the care that they need. In the case of emergency, that person should be able to access those records. And we have a group called Youth Right to Rise that is available to help you go through this step-by-step plan of how to get your documents together, what documents would be good to have, what may be missing, and how to get it. You can call Youth Right to Rise, and they will help you both know your rights and get these documents together. The phone number is 805-616-2715. Again, 805-616-2715. It's also very important that we know that whenever we're detained by law enforcement, we don't have to say anything beyond our own name. Do not give any other information. That will not prevent you from being detained by law enforcement. Pretty much nothing will prevent you from being detained by law enforcement if they detain you. But by not giving other information, it helps to make sure that your case does not get more complicated than it needs to be. So just give your own name and then reach out to your trusted person. That person will contact your attorney, and you'll be able to follow the procedures that need to be followed in your particular case. Finally, we're letting folks know that Swap Meet Justice continues to happen on the last Sunday of every single month at Oxnard College. That's from 9 a.m. to 2 p.m. at Oxnard College, the last Sunday of every month except December. So we expect to see you there. We have many attorneys of different kinds, including immigration, criminal defense, and debt relief, and other sorts of attorneys there to help you with legal issues. We also have physical and mental health care services available. Even the bookmobile is there. So there's all sorts of services and activities, everything completely free. Now, we don't require any documentation or any sort of proof of residency to attend, and just come into the Swap Meet Justice and get the help and the support that you need. We look forward to seeing you there. Thank you so much.